What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I hope everybody's having a great day. Folks, I got 2 moon videos for you in a row, and I think you're going to like these. Now, this first one we're going to look at is from Apollo 15, and the ID number is AS15-1658. Let's just jump right into this and have a closer look, shall we? All right, you can see it right here, AS15-1658. And this is off a page from Keith Laney's work, which he usually has a lot better quality than the ones you would get from some of these other sites. And I'm going to show you that because you can see there's brighter areas here. When you see mine, it's much brighter. See the difference? But regardless of the fact, why is everything so brightened up like this in this photo? We're going to have a look at that area, and then we're going to have a look at this so-called crater in the lower right corner. Let's just jump right into it in Photoshop. Again, here we are. What we're going to do is we're going to bring this way down, and we're going to see if we can find anything in this photo. And of course, you know how it goes. A lot of this is hard to even see in these. But what I thought was interesting is that when you first get into this photo, right, this is great. Okay, notice this right here. Notice how it's like all pixelated. Why is that like that? Understand, if I zoom way out, that's still right there, folks, only 12.5%. This should be crystal clear. Even if I brought this up to 100%, and this is 100% here, what is going on here? Making it much bigger should not do that, although it is. So all you got to do is put a little blur into this. And although it's blurry, it doesn't have that pixelation going on, right? All right. Let's bring this way down and see if we can find anything. All right. What you'll notice, too, is around these brighter spots looks to be like roadways or some kind of weird thing going on. Now, is it a possibility that these are just artifacts of the brighter areas brought down? Yes, absolutely could be. So let's just jump right into it anyway, and let's see what we got. Now, what I find interesting is a lot of these smaller ones up on the top left, you see like they're all like congregated together. Now, I know you get craters and stuff like that over the course of thousands and millions of years. You'll have them like bombarded in every way, shape, or form. A lot of times you'll have a crater within a crater. So it's not unheard of to see these things together. However, when I see things like this area, okay, this one over here, you can see this right here. I don't have a problem with many of them being together. It's the way they're lined up, the way they're situated. Now, if you look over here to the right, you can see this weird looking object. It looks like it's half buried, or it's purposely been manipulated to take half of it out. That has a certain shape to it. It's not just something round or oval. Look at the shape of this thing. That doesn't look very natural to me. This area, like I said here, which looks like roadways, what I find interesting is this area right here, you have 2 of these objects within those areas. See that? I believe, in my personal opinion, these are all structures in a laid out area that looks like a city. Now, we're only seeing bits and pieces of this. Now, let me reiterate. These lines may be nothing more than the artifacts of this brighter area and been brought down, although I believe it's a 50-50 thing. Let's jump over to that crater down here in the bottom. This right here. Now, I found this interesting because when you look at that, check out the small little lines and what looks like rectangular openings right there. On the upper right-hand side, if you're kind of looking at it with your head tilted, you can see it looks like a kind of a real dulled out, if you will, a darkened area. Not a whole lot. What I want you guys to really concentrate on is this area right here. Again, we're looking at objects that are lined up or in a way that looks unnatural, the way they're laid out, okay? Let's jump right into this. Okay, so I started to burn away, and I can start to see those, again, those rectangular areas here at the bottom left of this crater right here. And look at this kind of sharp line here at the top of this crater. Now, again, let's keep an eye on this bottom here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a full enhancement, these right here, see if there's anything there. Folks, not only these objects there, but look at the lines that are in here. Now, the lines could represent where they tried to outline it and then mask it off, meaning just put some kind of manipulation or obfuscation over this, right? Now, what's kind of cool is I've heard people say this before, that a lot of these craters look like they might have been domes that have collapsed. Is that a possibility? That's what we're looking at here. Now, let's have another look at these lines to the right of this crater. Are they still in the photo? They sure are, folks. You can see the lines. Of course, it's not very clear, but they are in fact there. We can go from step by step, and you can see the lines. Just look carefully. We'll start to bring it out. I'll go back and forth a little bit, so you guys can look at the lines from the original and to the enhanced. Okay? All I do is brighten it up a little bit so we can actually see the paths or the outlines of said areas. See that? All I do is made the brighter spots even brighter. But they are in fact there, folks. This thing looks more like a giant structure, and maybe, and of course I'm purely speculating here, is that maybe there's some kind of collapsed city within a crater. But you can see the face of this thing. This does not look like your natural crater. Now, is it possible? It's just our eyes playing tricks on us. Anything's possible, especially with the manipulation that these folks over at NASA JPL do, right? Now, I looked at a high-definition satellite view of this area, and you won't see any of this. Although you do see a lot of these little white dots and stuff like that on the right-hand side, like you see it on this, but very, very faint. If you were to get in deep into these high-definition, so to speak, photos, you'll see that they've been manipulated. When you first look at it, you go, nah, I don't see that. I see a crystal clear image until you really jump into this photo or any satellite photo, and you can see that then stitched photos put together to make this giant mosaic. Parts of them have been blurred out, and some of them look somewhat natural. But all in all, when you back out, it looks natural, and you're none the wiser that this has been manipulated or censored. All right? Again, I can go back to this, and you can still see those lines. Right there. Starting to bring it out around it in case there's any other things in the photo. Folks, I'm seeing some kind of symmetry here. And I believe, in my opinion, that these are structures as well, just outside this crater. Original, fully enhanced. I'm going to go back and forth. You guys can pause it wherever you like and have a look. Again, we want to look at these, what look like rectangular openings in the edge of this crater, right? What do you see? There you go. Bring it back down. Go back over to this side. Have another look, folks. And like I said, I mean, just this alone on the right-hand side, what is going on here? See that? That doesn't look natural to me. See that? Slide it back over. I'm 50-50 on these lines around these brighted areas. But again, I find these other two pieces within this area a little strange. Right there. What do you guys suppose that is? Folks, what are we looking at here? In my personal opinion, top left, we're seeing structures. The way they're laid out, 1, 2, 3. Then there's another 3 of them, 1, 2, 3, and there's one, it looks like it comes out from the center one, and then there's another dot. Like these things are intelligently put there, and not by rocks or asteroids or comets or other bodies from out in space hitting the moon at all. I don't think that's the case. I think these are intelligently put there, built, and that's what we're seeing. That other area, I'm still 50-50, but on the other side of the token, as far as what looks like roads and stuff like that, that could very well be. Because you could see structures in the middle of these. Now, is it still a possibility, again, like I said, is it possible that the area is so bright when I brought it down, you still have that kind of weird artifacts going on with it? That's a possibility, of course. Now, the lower right, where we had that crater, it looks like just on that whole face, just looks like rectangular openings. To me, again, artificial. They are not some kind of natural layout of the lunar surface. I believe those to be, again, intelligently made. As always, folks, drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think. I'm always curious as to what you've got to say. And don't forget to like and share the video. It is always appreciated. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that YouTube will share it. Folks, wait until you see this next moon photo. It will blow your mind. The moon is a junkyard, okay? Not only a junkyard, but it was the home to some other civilization. Is it possible it was us that put these structures there? Because again, we are in the 5th cycle of Earth. Is it possible thousands upon thousands of years ago, we were more technologically advanced? And of course, we had these great cataclysms, whether it be fire, through flood, through whatever it may be. Everything got washed away. We had to restart everything. If you were to be knocked back into the Dark Ages today, and just about the whole human race was completely obliterated, and you lived underground for a while, came back up, everything's covered over, whether it be a great flood or whatever, trying to put the stuff together and get everything, get a power plant back again, trying to do all of this stuff. And again, keep in mind that most of the people would probably be dead on this planet. So people like you and I, we're not engineers. Would we be able to get this planet going again? And how long would it take to get the technology back up? That's what we have to ask ourselves. So this could be thousands upon thousands of years in between these great catastrophic events, right? We don't know. Pure speculation. Is it possible we put that up there? If not, who put it there? How long ago? And who were they? Either way, I want to hear your thoughts. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Always appreciated. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.